I'm not that horrible monster that they're saying that I am.
She's known nationwide as the military mistress, the woman accused of marrying servicemen across the nation, then taking their money. Tonight, she sits down exclusively with CBS 8 News for her very first on-camera interview. Good evening, I'm Stephanie Hicks.
I'm Glenn Halbrooks. CBS 8 News is everywhere tonight, and we start in Montgomery. CBS 8 News reporter Anjali Lone joins us now with this national exclusive on CBS 8 News at 10.
Well, Glenn, horror stories of Bobbi Ann Finley are popping up across the country. The woman known as the military mistress is accused of targeting men in the military, marrying them, and then draining their bank accounts once they're deployed. But Finley came to CBS 8 News to offer her first on-camera interview because she says she's ready to clear her name.
I wouldn't say it was a coincidence because I am attracted to the more clean-cut all-American hero, but it wasn't just a, oh, hey, you're military, let's go.
She's wanted for crimes in different states. She's wanted across the country to explain why she would marry 9 men, most of them military, and allegedly leave them high and dry. This is Bobbi Ann Finley, who some call the military mistress.
I wrote bad checks. A lot of these guys would go and get credit cards in their name and then say, here, honey.
And then there's a question of children, 9 of them to be exact. Finley says she put all but 2 up for adoption.
I loved every one of them, but I loved them enough to give them a better thing than I could give them.
Reports show Finley has dozens of warrants out for her arrest throughout the country under at least 30 different aliases. It comes along with headlines that accuse her of targeting some 40 servicemen across the U.S., many claiming she left their bank accounts in ruins. Still, Finley says she's not a con.
Because they're using me at the same time that I was using them.
So you were using them?
Not for what everybody's saying, no.
What were you using them for?
I thought somebody would love me.
She looks like she's a pretty good con woman.
Montgomery County Sheriff D.T. Marshall and deputies are aware Finley is in the Montgomery area. But because Finley's warrants are from out of state, he can't make an arrest.
Nobody will extradite, even though we know there are outstanding warrants on her.
But the so-called military mistress says after spending 3 weeks in hiding here in Montgomery, she's heading home to Washington State, where she plans on finally coming clean.
First thing, when I get off the bus, somebody will be waiting for me, and I will go in and return myself in. That's the only right thing to do over this.
Bobbi Ann Finley told me she's taking a bus back to Washington State to turn herself into authorities there. Now, I repeatedly asked her why she was in Montgomery and if she had any ties to the area. She told me that she came here based on the fact that she did not know anyone, and it would give her some time to clear her head. Glenn?
Very interesting story. Anjali Lone reporting there with this CBS 8 News exclusive, and Finley did come to us to tell her story. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office tells CBS 8 News they were in contact with both state and federal investigators, but no division chose to extradite Finley. Sheriff D.T. Marshall is asking Finley or anyone who believes they were victimized by the so-called military mistress to contact the sheriff's office.